25% of its incarcerated population. The United States imprisons more people than any other nation in the world, largely due to the war on drugs. More than 50% of the people in federal prisons are incarcerated for drug law violations. This war on drugs has most acutely affected Black and brown communities. As a whole, nearly 80% of the people in federal prisons and 60% of the people in state prisons for drug offenses are Black or Latino. What specific actions would you take to stem the tide of mass incarceration and the over-criminalization of communities of color?
Thank you very much, Dr. Colvin, for that very important question. Number one, as I mentioned a moment ago, when African American youth unemployment is 51%, we're going to find jobs for those kids, we're going to keep them in school, and not let them hang out on street corners to get in trouble. That's number one. Number two, I have, during this campaign, introduced legislation to do it, to say that there is something a little bit wrong when in the last 30 years, millions of people have police records and some have gone to jail for possession of marijuana. Now, you can argue the strengths and weaknesses, the positives and negatives of marijuana. Young people will. But marijuana should not be alongside of heroin in the Federal Controlled Substance Act. I've introduced legislation that would take marijuana out of the Federal Controlled Substance Act so that it would not be a federal crime. States have the right to legalize it, why not? It should not be a federal crime. Second of all, where this becomes a racial issue, as you've indicated, turns out that the white community and the Black community do marijuana at about equal levels. Turns out that 4 times as many Blacks get arrested for possession of marijuana as do whites. That doesn't make any sense. You know, we went through something like this way back in the 1920s, 30s with Prohibition. Remember that? Trying to ban alcohol. And I think fundamentally the point you made is a valid point. Too many lives have been destroyed. We have to fundamentally rethink the war on drugs.